Hello and what's up, guys? I want to thank you so much for coming and checking out another episode. My name is Gus, coming to you from W Profit. This is the show where you learn selling stuff online. If you got something to sell here in this show at W Profit, I'm going to show you how to sell it. Okay, so in this episode, we're going to talk about the 5 fundamentals of writing an advertisement. Okay, I'm going to share with you the 5 things that you must have in your advertising for it to at least make a little bit of money, at least be profitable. Okay, if these elements that I'm going to share with you must be in each and every single one of your advertising that you put out there if you want them to work. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get into it. So let me just talk to you guys about a little bit of advertising, what advertising is, and why you should look at it as the most important element, one of the most important element of your business, next to innovation, actually creating a good product or service, which actually changes people's life. Okay, so advertising is what is the key to what makes the world go around. Okay, it creates more jobs, it makes the economy grow, is the bridge between what uh, is the bridge between your product and the consumer. Okay, through advertising is where you reach out to the consumer and say, okay, look, I got this, you should buy this. Okay, and nobody would buy anything, no one would do anything, no one would be inspired if there was no advertising in this world. Okay, and then let me just give you a analogy. Spiders look for businesses who don't advertise, and they create their web on the doors because they know that door will never open. So it is necessary that you advertise, and most importantly, to keep the advertising industry, successful. Okay, it's important that we do it in an ethical manner and do it in a way that it keeps the consumer in mind, always values honesty and long-term success for the industry. Okay, and as advertisers, we are responsible for uh, creating advertising that creates trust in the consumer's mind. So when they see advertising is something they can trust. Every time that you put up advertising that's misleading, which is not true, uh, you teach that person who read your advertising not to trust advertising anymore. Okay, so you hold a responsibility. Okay, you hold a responsibility. You gotta make sure that the advertising that you put out is ethical. It respects the consumer. Is truthful. So the industry can keep on growing. Okay, so we're gonna get into this in a bit. Like I said, you gotta make sure your advertising done in an ethical manner. Okay, so for advertising to work, the purpose of advertising is we want to get sales. Okay, we want people to see our product and service, and we want them to put their hand, take out their credit cards, and buy the things we sell. Okay, and to generate these sales, there's a process to that. There's a process to generating sales. You can't just People will not just buy your stuff. There's a process that we gotta take the the audience, the consumer, the reader through before he can go and actually buy the product. Okay? And this right here is the process. Okay. First, the advertising has to get people's attention. Okay. Unless we don't have attention, there's no point what benefit is. There's no point what the copy says. None of that matters unless we can get people's attention. Okay. And one thing about attention, you don't want everybody. Okay. Unless you're going for something which is a mass. You're going for the mass audience. You want to convert the masses. We want a few specific kind of people that target audience who we want to get their attention. Okay. And in truth, advertising, the more specific is, the more targeting you go for, the more specific audience you go for, it works better. Okay, if you wanna go and target the masses, instead of just creating one ad to target all the people, it's better to go for many ads, and each ad targets a different demographic, because the more specific you go, the better your more specific your headline will be, the more specific your copy will be, and this makes people to resonate with your copy much more. Okay, and the more if they resonate with it, is more likely that they will buy. Okay, so you want to get a specific audience attention. Okay, and a good conversion, a good conversion rate for ad for is around 3%. So out of every 100 people that see your ad, if three of them take you on your offer, that's a successful ad campaign. Okay, you want three to take you on your offer, and this is not set in stone. 3%, anything above 3%, obviously, the better is going to be. Okay, and the second thing, your advertising has to show. It must once you got their attention, the next step is to show the benefit. Okay, that's where it goes into your copy. You talk about all the good stuff your ad can bring, your product, your offer can bring. Okay, the third thing is that you have to prove your claim. Okay, you can do this by showing other testimonials or illustration to show people, okay, this benefit is is proven, it can do this. Okay, the fourth thing you need to create some scarcity. Okay, you need to create some emotional uh, content on your product, so people act on it. Okay, if there's no emotional uh, triggers, people will just think about it, and just move on. So you want to at the same time you want to target their logical brain and also their emotional brain. And when both of these brains are satisfied, the emotional and the logical, which is the prefrontal cortex of part of the brain, which is logic, and the emotional side, you want to satisfy the amygdala, those deep human desires we all have. You want to target those as well. Okay, so once you create that, once on at this point where you prove it, you speak to the logical brain, and here you speak to the scarcity, you speak to the emotional side of the brain. Okay, and I'm going to show you in this video, I'm going to show you how to create some scarcity. Okay, and lastly, you gotta have a good call to action. Give them a clear instruction of what to do next for them to go to the next level. Okay, so let's talk about the first part of advertising, is getting attention. Okay, so when we see advertising, the first thing we see is the layout of the advertising and the headline. Okay, so the headline and the layout is your two tools you can use to get that attention, get that initial attention on your ad. Okay, and you gotta have a strong headline, you gotta have a good layout to get those people's attention. Okay, and then us as advertisers, we are kind of like the uninvited guest. Okay, we are when we put our ad on magazines, on Google, on Facebook, on Instagram, people don't go on these platforms to look for ads. Okay, they go in there to socialize with their friends, to read articles, look at entertaining stuff, look at cat videos and things like that. So we are kind of an invited guest. So we have to make sure that our ads get their attention between everything else that goes on those platforms, and also between all the other advertisers that will advertise. Okay, and then one of the key factors of doing that is being as more specific as possible, and really uh, going from one demographic to another, so your ad and your copy, your offer, the pricing and everything can resonate with that specific audience. Okay, so like I said, there are two things to get their attention. Okay, headline and layout, these are the two things you can use to get people's attention. And I have another episode which I talk about different kind of headlines you can write to get people's attention. Okay, so talk about the 10 principles of writing headline and things like that. Okay, so but there are three main elements to headline writing, which are usually in every most of the successful headline that ever been written in the history of advertising. Okay, so those are a headline that has a benefit inside. It is mixed with curiosity, and it also has a news element inside. Okay, and one thing about headline, uh, you never want to use curiosity headline by themselves. A headline that just says it just intrigues the curiosity, like something, a line like the kid that never sleeps. This is the example. Okay, this headline is too ambiguous. People don't really know what it is. Okay, but if I give you a very famous headline which creates curiosity and also has a specific benefit in it that people want, there's a famous headline called uh, a foolish stunt that made turn me into a store salesman. Okay, so this headline has the benefit in it, like everybody wants to be a store salesman. It has a lot of emotional triggers inside this headline. For example, store, this creates prestige, respect. Store salesman meaning I make more money. Okay, and then the foolish stunt is the curiosity element in this headline. This part right here is if you use this by itself, there's if you say like uh, the foolish event, the foolish event, just that by itself will not work. Okay, this curiosity is too ambiguous. People will not bother checking what it is because there's so much other things going on in their lives. Okay, but if you give it like a little benefit inside there, so more specific, this selects the audience. Also, this creates a a better conversion. Okay, so the headline needs to target the human psychological and biological human drivers that are hardwired in our soul. Okay, and I'm going to share with you some of the driving factors, some of the desires that people have that gets them to do stuff. We all have this, we all want these things. I'm going to share with you what they are. Okay, the one number one of them are better health. Okay, it's one of the most important thing that we all strive for. We all this the number one most essential thing we all strive for is having a better health. Okay, we all want to be healthy, and this comes in. We want to have a greater strength. We want to have greater vigor. We want to have more energy. We want to have more endurance. We want to live longer. Okay, we want to outrun people, outstrength people, outsmart people. We all want to do this. Okay, these are the things that gets us going. Okay, so better health. If you can give something to the people that uh, if you can connect your product or service to this kind of appeal which gets people better health, it gets response. Okay, second thing, we want more comfort. Okay, we want easy lifestyle, we want luxury stuff, we want to self-indulge, we want convenient stuff, we want that car, uh, a good house, we want all the good convenient stuff that we can live more comfortable. Okay, again, see what your product or service, what appeal does he connect to most, and then use that appeal to 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 connect it with. Okay, so the next thing is we all want more money. Okay, we want more money for spending, for saving, for giving away to our loved ones, for investing, for saving for our old age. We want security. We all want these things. We all want to have it create a financial wall around us so we also be secure. Okay, so if you have a product service that gets people more of that, use this appeal. If it has any connection to this, use this appeal. It will get response. Okay, fourth thing, we want more leisure time. Uh, we want to travel, we want to play, we want to improve ourselves, personal development, and all these things like that. That's what gets people to do stuff. Okay, next one, we all want more popularity. We want to be popular around people. We want to be the one who uh, express our personality. We want to get invited to places. We want people to like us. We want to uh, get social acceptance and things like that. And social conditioning, social acceptance, popularity, being accepted in social circles is one of the, is kind of the strongest, the most strongest human driving factors out there. Okay, because we humans, we are social creatures. Okay, we like to be in groups, we like to be around other people. We strive, we survive this long for learning to live in groups, learning to live in tribes. So social factors, stuff that people want to do for other people. Okay, these are one of the strongest factors. You can almost connect any product or service to social factors. Because in fact, one of the highest selling book, I believe, after the Bible, the book called How to Win Friends and Influence. But this title was one of the highest selling headline ever. Okay, after the Bible. Okay, so social conditioning, very powerful. Social triggers, social factors, and feeling being popular. These are the very powerful stuff. You can use this to get response for your ad. Okay, next one is pride of accomplishment. We all want to accomplish stuff. You all want to uh, buy stuff. You all want uh, uh, get some kind of position. We want respect. We want prestige. We want people to follow us. We want people to respect us. We want them to like us. Okay, so we all like to accomplish stuff. So use this in your headline, use it in your thing. Find a way to connect your product or service to this, okay, to get people accomplishment. What do people want? They want to make more money. They accomplish. They want to set. They want to hit a goal and stuff like that. Okay. Second, next one. We all want improved appearances. We all want to look good, be attracted to the opposite sex, and be on the top best shape as we can. Okay, this could be a better body, fitness, leaner, stronger, bigger, more muscle, and things like that. Okay, so things connect your product service to this desire that we all have, and you get response. Next one, we all want advancement. Okay, we all want to have a better job, have more success, make more money, have time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. You all want to have be your own boss and things like that. Okay, so if you can meet this desire, connect it. Say your product or service does this and this and this regarding business advancement. Okay, people want to advance in business, so help them do that. The next one, security of old age. Okay, this comes in the form of, okay, we want to be independent, we want to be secure when we are old, when we are uh, at the end of at the end of the journey. We want to uh, be able to travel, do the things we want, like go to the places we want, buy the things we want. And because most of the people, they work they work hard all their lives, when they're old, they want to be secure, they want to have a good income coming in. Okay, so if your product can provide this, connect it to this. Okay, people want this and it will get response. Okay, so what you gotta do, to find the best appeal, the best appeal that connects and works best with your product or service. You gotta play around with things. Okay, you gotta write different headlines with different appeals and see which one matches more, which one gets more response. Okay, advertising is around 80% of advertising usually don't work. Okay, you gotta keep testing and playing around with things, and then once you hit uh, advertising is like you're looking for oil. Okay, you look, you dig, you dig, you dig. Most of the places you dig holes won't work, and then one day you get up, you get one appeal in, you dig a hole, and then the oil just spills out. Okay, just blows out. Okay, so you gotta keep testing different headline, different appeals, and see which headline matches more with your product and service. Okay, and headline. I'm telling you something about headline. Headlines are 50 to 75% of your advertising. Okay, if your advertising do not work the number one thing you gotta test is the headline. Okay, headline is the first thing what people see. So the headline is to bring people in, and then that your copy keeps them in until you get to the call to action. Okay, so that's about it for getting attention. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to share everything in getting attention in just one video, but this is the gist of it. Okay, you can use this in your next advertising to get result. Okay, the next part of advertising is showing the benefit. Okay, you got to show here what the product can do for them. Okay, and here you don't want to, a lot of people get mixed up features with benefit. You don't want to tell people about the features of your product. Okay, let me give you an example. When people go ahead and buy a drill, the salesman in the shop might tell them, okay, this drill has this, it has this handle, it has this handle, it has all of these things. Okay, people don't care about it. Okay, when people buy a drill, it's not because they want a drill. They buy a drill because they want a hole. But the drill is what's gonna get them that hole. Okay, the the drill is the bridge between a wall that has no hole to a wall that has a hole. Okay, so show the benefit. Okay, what the product can do, what benefits can bring, and that people can resonate with that. More people are interested in that, they will read your copy if you're showing to them your benefit. Okay, so that's as simple as that. As simple as that. Just show the benefit, what the product can do for them, what result it can bring for them. These are the questions you should be asking yourself. The answer to that, to this question, what the benefits, that's your copy. Okay. Next thing you have to do is you have to prove the benefits that you're giving, the all the stuff that you're saying is true. Okay. You can use it by, like I said, other by showing illustration, by showing them pictures or videos. Obviously, right now we're doing everything online. The internet marketing is the way. So if you're advertising on Facebook, you're sending them to the source to a sales funnel. On the sales funnel, you could have videos on there. Okay, you could have videos on there which illustrates your points, the benefits. You could have testimonials of people who have bought your product or service, how they benefit from this. Okay, and if you don't have testimonials already, it's easy to get them. Okay, all you gotta do, give samples of your product in exchange for testimonials. Okay, and there's a principle behind business is called serve before collecting. If you serve first, if you serve the people first, then it's easy to collect later on. Okay, so think serving before collecting. So that's about it. Testimonial and illustration to prove your point. Do that, put that in your ads, and boom, you'll get more response. So lastly, so number 4 is create scarcity. Okay, tell people why they have to act now or they will lose it. Okay, people always have doubts, they like to hesitate, they like to go and think about stuff, and then if all you're doing is just targeting the logical brain, is they say, okay, this is good, they like it, they know they like what you're giving to them, they like what you're selling. Logically, they understand what you're giving and they want to at this point. Okay, but they say, okay, I want to go and do something else, or there's something might call a phone call or things like that, and then people just go away and usually they never come back. Okay, so that's why we have to create emotional triggers. Okay, you have to target the emotional triggers to get them to act right now for something that has a future benefit for them. Okay, so what you gotta do, you gotta use some scarce tactic to get people to act now. Okay, and if they buy it, they don't like the product, they can refund it later on, but you want them to act now. Okay, if they don't like the product, they will come back and refund your product. Okay, but if they go, they're not gonna come. Is least possible that they're gonna come back and buy your product later on. So always offer the refund, but don't allow them to come back and buy later. So ways you can create scarcity. Okay, when something is in uh, what how usually happens is that when something is in high demand but is in low production, is in that value of that thing goes up. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to create uh, a deficiency. You want to say, okay, there's not a lot of these left. If you don't act now, you miss it. You can do it in ways saying there's only 1,000 unit left. You can do it say like this, or you can say prices are going up soon, act now, or you could say we're only letting a few more people in. It's something a honest reason, and if you say something that which is more suitable, which is more looks more reasonable to your situation, to the product or service you're offering, and then this leads people to act right away. Okay, and then the more reasonable you are, the more honest you are with your situation, the more believable you will come, and people will act on it. Okay, so the last thing is once you create your scarcity, the last thing is to give a clear instruction what they have to do next to buy your product or service. Okay, and one thing with a lot of businesses, right? One thing is key here. You have to do, okay? Make it super easy for people to buy your product. Okay, I see some websites. I go on there. I have to look for hours, not hours on this exact thing, but you have to look for the buy button. And the buy button should be everywhere on your page. You should be everywhere. After every testimonial, put a buy button. After every benefit, put a buy button. You make it easy as possible for people to buy, and give clear instruction of how they can go and buy the product. Okay? You don't want them to go and searching where the buy button is. Okay, and make the buy button as big as possible. Make it stand out so they see it right. Okay, so that's about it. That's five. These are the five fundamentals of writing advertising. Okay, and it's simple as that. What you gotta do is all you gotta ask the question, the right questions, which triggers the answer, and the answer is your copy. Okay, and at one point about headlines, write around 20, 25 headlines. If you want to know about, you learn more about writing headlines, go ahead and I made some other videos on headline writing and things like that, the three elements of headline and things like that. Go ahead and check those videos out. And if you want further training on exactly how you want to deploy these strategies, where do you use these, where do you use it, how do you use it, and how you can use it in your online marketing, how you can create online marketing, there's a in-depth web training. Is around 2 to 3 hours long, which go in show you in detail exactly how you do what you must do to sell your stuff online. Okay, and the training is at wprofit.co/free secret. If you're watching this from YouTube, the link will be right down below. If you're on the wprofit website, you can go then on the left. There will be a there will be a box where you can opt in and send you to the training. And if you're listening to this on podcast, go ahead and go to wprofit.co/free secret, wprofit.co/free secret, and you can register your spot for this training. And inside this training, I'm going to show you three important element of starting online business. I'm going to show you out how you can instantly outspend all your competitors in advertising and ethically steal all potential customers in any market you go into. Okay, I'm going to show you how you can create a strategy that allows you to spend more money in advertising and still come out profitable. Okay, and in the direct response marketing game, in the advertising game, whoever can outspend their competitors, whoever can spend more money to acquire a customer, this is the guy that wins. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can do that, how you can be the guy that can spend more money in advertising. I'm going to show you how you can get the best salesperson on planet earth to sell your product 24/7 without ever complaining, asking for raise, taking breaks, getting sick, having emotional problem, or taking vacation. Okay, these are quality stuff. I'm going to show you how you can find your if you're going into a new market. Okay, you're going to a new market, you want to sell a product, Instead of going in there and trying to reinvent the wheel, trying to invent your own ways of doing stuff, that's how most businesses fail. Okay, they want to reinvent the wheel. I'm gonna show you a strategy. It's called funnel hacking. Find the top someone who's already been selling, someone who's already been in that market, has been selling products, who's already uh, been there, done that. Okay, I'm gonna show you how you can go there and hack all their strategy. I'm gonna show you how you can hack the whole sales process, how you can hack the advertising strategy, where do they advertise, how do they advertise, and everything else. Okay, and I'm gonna show you how you can clone the entire sales funnel, the entire sales process, the advertising, everything in under 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to show you a way to build everything they build in under 10 minutes. And this part is so easy, even a 10-year-old can do. Okay, so this is a free training. I'm going to show you much more stuff in this training. This is a free training, is in-depth training, step-by-step training for people who either have a product they want to sell, they want to scale that business, they want to start selling more of it, or it's for people who just thinking of starting a business. This will work for you. But I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you're someone who they have a business, they want to learn how to scale and sell more of that. Okay. So, like I said, go to wprofit.co/free secret and get your training. Okay. It's a powerful training. I show you once you deploy these strategies, it's gonna 10x your business. Okay. It's done it for many people, and it will do it for you. Okay. So I want to thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any question, go ahead and ask below, and I will see you on the next episode. My name is Gus, and thanks for watching.